Hello and welcome to the Football Talk Exchange. I'm your host Shivam Thakkar, and today with Aryan and Abhay we'll be making a tier list for the best players in Europe. So we've got goated, quality, decent, inconsistent, and get in the bin. Yeah. So we'll start with Harry Kane. Like we'll go in order, or should we just go randomly?
Nah, let's go in order. Let's go in order. Harry Kane.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Shubham, your opinion, Harry Kane.
Uh, for me,
Wait,
he's
wait. So, wait, just a question like, is this based on current season or like
Nah,
their whole career?
just best players in Europe on the basis of their play.
I think we should
Okay.
go on form.
Should we?
Yeah.
I think their careers, no? Like
Careers,
we'll
I think.
we'll
All
we'll
right. Okay.
consider both, but
Yeah, but
क्योंकि ये Delict का career is not that
Wait.
long. Like just
yeah,
2 years
exactly.
beyond Delict. Yeah.
But like some people have established themselves in Europe out of these. So, let's take everything
So
into
we'll
consideration.
based on careers or like
Yeah, careers.
okay. So first off, we have Harry Kane. Now, in my opinion, Harry Kane, like his overall career, he's been inconsistent. I wouldn't go as harsh as get in the bin.
Wait. Pause कर. Wait. Shouldn't we make like one more tier for the?
Yeah. So Harry Kane, if you look at his career as a whole, not just the last few seasons at Tottenham, he's been fairly inconsistent. I think he's sort of a flat track bully. Like he often scores against the smaller teams and does go missing against the bigger teams. So I would say that he's inconsistent.
Okay.
Like even at the World Cup, he was the Golden Boot winner, but in the bigger games, he like just did not score.
He did score a hat trick against Panama, so
Was Panama. Oh, the mighty Panama. Huh?
yeah. Abhay?
I think he should be in the decent panel because like his skills are really one of the best, but his like based on his career, his trophy list is lacking on that edge over the others. Like his major trophy is the Audi Cup, if I'm
Audi
not
Cup,
wrong. So I think so I think he should be in the decent, but not the ballers category.
I agree with Abhay. Like a measure of a footballer's greatness is not only his greatness on like his talent, but also as what he has won throughout his career. So even though Harry Kane is young and he has a lot of times yet to win trophies,
he's 26 or
he's
27.
25, I think. 25.
No.
Why?
Yes.
Just give me a second, I'll check. I think he's 26.
I wouldn't say that
Yes.
it's out of the realm of possibility for him to move away to a bigger club to win
But
any
then
sort of-
again, like he's very like in the last few seasons, he's been quite injury prone as well.
Yeah, that's my
So,
point. Like, that was my point. Even though like people called him a one season wonder after his like breakout season in the Premier League, he still has consistently scored 20 goals per season. So we
Yeah.
can't completely fault him. It's a tough league, the Premier League. For a striker to score 20 goals per season, it's a very good output. He's a very decent player at the highest level. So yeah, I agree with Abhay in putting him decent. So unfortunately, Shivam, you've been outvoted.
yeah, that's not a problem.
Is in the decent.
By the way, what do you mean by very decent?
Huh? Very
What do you
decent.
mean by very?
As in, he is
Like his
not.
skills are good, but his trophy cabinet is lacking on that firepower. Like
All right.
that.
Yeah,
Also very one-dimensional striker. So
Yeah. It's like
So
Off
coming
the
back to
shoulder.
Harry Kane's age, he is 26
he's
years.
26.
Yeah, going to be 27 in July.
still has 6 years. So he can still resurrect this like trophy cabinet.
Depends on his injury का seriousness. He's quite prone to getting injuries.
And
So,
recover.
yeah.
So we move on to Kevin De Bruyne, and I think Aryan, you should start for this one.
Okay. Kevin De Bruyne proved himself in two of the top leagues in the world with three different teams. Four different teams actually. Chelsea, Wolfsburg, Werder Bremen, and Man City. So Yeah, he's been around for a long time, long time. Even though he wasn't in the title-winning Aguero season, but he has
Yeah,
been vital to Man City ever since then, winning 2 Premier League titles, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
2 Premier League titles. A very important cog in the midfield, one of the best playmakers in the world, without a doubt. He was on track to breaking Henry's record, if I'm not
On
mistaken.
this record, yeah.
So yeah, even on current form or on the basis of his
He
career,
might do it. Yeah.
100% goes into at least the ballers category, if not
Ballers, yeah,
goated,
ballers.
if not
Yeah.
goated. If we are talking about midfielders right here, I would put him in goated. Like I don't see
True, true. Yeah,
a
I would agree.
midfielder here that is better than him. So
Yeah, but
Hmm. Abhay?
yeah, same with Aryan. Like he's a pretty good player on the ball, off the ball. His runs, his vision is pretty good, and his trophy cabinet backs him up. Like 2 PL titles, especially like with the Centurion season, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like he was sidelined due to some injury, but like that didn't affect his on the pitch play. But yeah, I think he will be in the ballers category.
So, like, I'm looking at his stats for this season in the Premier League. 26 games played, 8 goals and 16 assists. So, for me, he would definitely be in ballers. If he had a Champions League to his name, he would be in goated for me.
100%. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is the top tier of football. So we agree with putting Kevin De Bruyne into the ballers category.
Yeah.
So next up,
And I mean, more often than not, that's Frankie De Jong. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do get confused between Dillit and De Jong at times.
yep. So Frankie De Jong,
Frankie De Jong. Aryan, I think you should start as a Barcelona fan.
yeah, very hyped player, deservedly so. He has a lot of talent. He is very good on the ball. He has vision for days. He can pick out a pass from anywhere. He's perfect for a system like Barcelona, especially alongside somebody like a Busquets and Arthur, for Busquets dropping back and Arthur going forward with him. So like it's a really good fit for Barca. I am assuming if they all stay fit, injury free, we are looking at the potential successors to Xavi and Iniesta. Maybe not at that level, but like
Yeah, but
somebody close enough to fill their boots.
close enough, true.
Yeah. De Jong is obviously the future of Netherlands as well. Netherlands has a very good up and coming team. They also have a lot of young talent. De Jong and De Ligt are the core around which Netherlands is building. Frankie De Jong has been very good for Netherlands. I think he was the young player of the tournament in the Nations League, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe I'm not too
Yes,
sure about
Frankie De Jong, I think, was the young player of the tournament in the Nations League. So he has a lot of individual talent. He needs to like win a lot of substantial trophies with Barcelona to make his backing as one of the best midfielders in Europe. But for the time being, I would say that he is decent.
that. All right.
Abhay?
In my opinion, like his season with Ajax was too good for him, but at Barcelona, his price tag again is not justified. Like 75 currently,
Yes, I agree with you.
yeah, currently. So I think he'll go in the inconsistent for me because like just based on two or three seasons, I think it's not enough to fathom his potential. Like potential to have, but like his current form. So I think he would fall in the inconsistent category.
He needs a little bit more time to adjust to the La
Yeah,
Liga.
time to adjust. Yeah.
Shubham?
Yeah, I think he's had a great season at Ajax, obviously, last season. And this season, he's been doing fairly well in the Barcelona system. I mean, considering they've sacked a manager and they've had a new one mid-season,
They're
it,
still
it
top.
was going to be difficult for him to adapt in such circumstances. Right now, I would put him in the decent category, but in the years to come, he could obviously move up to goated as well.
Hmm.
Like,
So Frankie De Jong, decent. Next up, I don't think there is even any
Cristiano
debate
Ronaldo,
for
I think we
this.
can all agree.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
he goes
Unanimously.
straight into goated. Like we don't even need to justify it. He is the most prolific UCL goal scorer of any era. So he has that anyway in his locker. He obviously has, I think, five Champions League titles. So one of the most decorated footballers of our generation, one of the most prolific, not only single-dimensional strikers because he can play on the wings. So he's very versatile in that fact, and he also turns up on the big games. Like he turns up on the big occasion.
Yeah.
So it's very justified to put him into GOATed. Next up, though, this is very interesting.
Mbappe, I think.
he.
So Abhay, as a Real Madrid transfer target, I think you should start.
Based on his 4 to 5 career span, I think he'll go in the ballers category. Like ever since he broke out in Monaco, where he scored those 2 or 3 goals versus Man City, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that was really his breakout season, and since then he has not looked back. And like at PSG, he's the top scorer, I think, of the league of this season.
I think Wissam Ben Yedder is, and he's second.
Yeah, tied. No,
Tied, yeah.
I think
Tied.
And at this age, it's too good for a player of his quality. Like at 20 or 21, he's bowling at the highest level at France and PSG, and he has like 3 Liga titles and a World Cup to his name. So I think he obviously goes to the ballers category for me. But if he had a CL trophy, he would be in the mid-range between GOATed and ballers.
Already at the age of 20.
Already, exactly.
Yeah.
Like just based on the 3.5 seasons that he's already had, Kylian Mbappe has proven himself to be one of the top strikers in Europe. Like to win a World Cup,
finishing, dribbling, pace,
the sheer pace, like brute force pace, like he can outrun anybody in this world at this current position. Like not anybody in this world, or anybody in the footballing world is what I meant to say. Like no defender is quick enough to catch him. I don't even think Varane would be able to catch him at this moment. So,
I think Hakimi may
have a chance, but just
like I said recently,
he's like a meta defender. Like
Hakimi's top speed was like 36.5 kilometers per hour.
But Mbappe's run against Argentina, like that still gives me nightmares to this day. Like that was one of the most amazing runs. Like Rojo and Otamendi didn't know what to do. They were just mesmerized just with this guy blowing past them. And to win the best young player at the World Cup in your first ever World Cup, to have such a great demonstration, to score in the final, I think.
Yeah.
So scored in the final.
That's incredible. So like he has to go in the ballers category, is my opinion. But he needs to move away from PSG. He needs to move away because he needs to win a Champions League. A player of his caliber just cannot go without winning a Champions League.
True. Yeah. So like both of you pointed out, Kylian Mbappe needs to win a Champions League, and if he does that, obviously he'll be in the GOATed category. And more likely than not, if he wins the Champions League, it's not going to be at PSG, at a bigger club. So he'll also win the Ballon d'Or in that year. So right now, ballers category, but in a couple of years, GOATed, like 3-4 years, GOATed for me.
100%. I can see that. Okay. Mohamed Salah. As a Premier League fan, I think Shubham, you are the
should start.
best Premier League fan out of here, so you'll start.
I would. There's no bias. I would put him in the ballers category. He's not GOATed, definitely. And I mean, he's a very good player. I don't watch Liverpool much, but I watched like 5-10 games of Liverpool, and he's a very good player. There's no doubt about that. Scores goals for fun. He's got a very good shot on him, like we've seen that in that goal against Chelsea.
Puskás about 2 goals.
that goal against Everton it's a disgrace.
And he's not as bad as decent. He's not GOATed. He's not decent. He has to be in the ballers category.
Mo Salah is one of those wingers who's not really a winger. I mean, he has pace,
Yeah.
but he's more of a finisher kind of a winger. He's not like the
Transforms
yeah.
into a striker.
he's not like a cross
Yeah.
into a striker. He's not like the I'll assist you, I'll play that one more pass. He just goes for
Straightforward. Yeah.
I
and
think it's very
obviously
similar to Ronaldo's role at Real Madrid in the last
Yeah.
3-4 years
on the
that
left
he
flank.
spent at
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Yes.
Yeah.
So obviously Ronaldo is I wouldn't say he's dominant with one particular foot, but Mo Salah is obviously more dominant with his left, and he has a wand of a left foot. So I can't disagree
Yeah.
with that. One of the best left feet in the game, obviously barring Lionel Messi, but like he is one of the best users of the left foot in the game right now. And his dribbling is also amazing. Like he's not as agile as he was at first when he was at Roma and when he joined Liverpool, but he's still one of the best finishers per se for his
Yeah.
position. So yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
will go into ballers. He still can play at the topmost level in Europe. Oh, sorry, Abhay, what do you want to say about it?
His opinion is that, yeah.
Yeah, so like Salah is obviously like that. He has been the top scorer twice, I guess, in the PL, and obviously like he has a gem of a left foot on him, barring Messi's though. But yeah, I think Salah should be in the ballers category. He has been consistent for like 3 or more years
3
for
seasons,
now,
yeah.
and I think last year in the CL he was like the second top scorer, tied with Firmino and Mane.
At
So I
that
think
season, during that season, if we had gone based purely on form and like career, we probably
yeah,
would have
Salah would
put
have
him. Yeah, because
yeah
that was the 30-goal season in the Premier League and also
yeah.
the Champions League season, incredible,
Champions
which
League
we were
final
talking
season.
about. So maybe he would have been
So I
ahead of
think
ballers, but at the current
yeah,
moment, yes.
currently he's baller. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadio Mane, current
So
form.
again, should I start?
Yeah, go on, go on.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sadio Mane often gets undervalued because of Mo Salah. Like not because of Mo Salah, because fans often pay more attention to Mo Salah. But I think Mane really steps up and makes that difference for Liverpool when needed. His coordination with Robertson down the left flank is just amazing to watch. And again,
Yeah.
he's not as bad as recent. He is as good as Mo Salah, so I think he has to be in the ballers category.
Yeah. Agreed.
Going going purely on form this season, if we were to go purely on form, he would be quoted. Like he would be quoted.
No, I don't think so.
Purely
I would
on
disagree.
form. I'm saying purely on form,
No, I mean, he still got like 14, 15 goals.
which is very
Still,
good when you're sharing the ball with Mo Salah and Firmino. But it's
Mhm.
still a very good output for a player like him. Like after Eden Hazard, he has become like the best left winger in the league. So based on
I would
this,
still put Marcus Rashford up there as the best left winger. I mean,
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
not
his
yet.
stats, I mean, he scored equal number of goals as Mane,
True say,
and he's played lesser games. So
true
that's
say,
it.
true say. But
I mean,
Yeah.
still on a
not as
team that is
overall
under.
performance, not based on overall performance, but I think on goals, Rashford is better. Overall performance, obviously, Mane is the better left winger.
Maybe by next season, Rashford will be the best left winger in the Premier League if he continues playing at the left wing.
Yeah.
But yeah, ballers. We can all agree on putting Mane in the ballers category. Raheem Sterling.
On and off, on and off.
I think Aryan, you should start.
I am going to go out and directly say get in the bin.
Ooh,
I'm going to say Raheem
seriously?
Sterling. Yes, I'm going to say seriously. Like he has had his best days. It has gone by. It was that one season when he was in the running for PFA Player of the Year against Kante.
The
It was, I
Centurion
think,
season, yeah.
against Kante. It was.
Centurion zone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe,
when
yeah.
Kante won it, Sterling was second. But yeah, he's no longer fit to be at a top club because he's outgrown the squad, is what I'm going to say. Like the squad has outgrown him, is what I'm trying to say. Like
Okay.
they have a lot of depth, they have a lot of up and coming talent. He's benching Leroy Sané. Who the hell is benching Leroy
I mean,
Sané,
it's
right?
because Sane is injured as well.
True, but yeah, he didn't get the best of playing time when he was not injured. Also, he was not in favor with Guardiola.
Yeah.
Like he's been actively looking for a move away which is not being granted to him, to a guy that didn't even manage to put the best output on one of the best teams in England till the first half of this season. Like, I don't think Raheem Sterling. Many people would disagree with this, but I don't think Raheem Sterling even deserves to be at Man City at this point. Like, he should take a move away to a mid-table Premier League side. That would be the best thing for him, at least for us also, for not watching him day in day out on Man City.
ए भाई क्या स्लैंडर चल रहा है
Yeah, his glory days are gone, is what I'm trying to say. And now at this moment, and not even he hasn't even achieved much in his career. Like, most of it was because of he has a lot of good teammates on his side. Like, even with Liverpool, he didn't have the best teammates, obviously, which is why he took the snaky move to Man City, where he had one of the best budgets, one of the best teams around him. One season where he managed to bring the best out of himself because of the team around him. Nothing else spectacular. So I would say get in the bin.
Quite harsh. Abhay, you want to go next?
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with Aryan anymore. I think ever since his Liverpool days, he has been on an uphill road, and his 2016-17 season, I think, like when he was running for the PFA Player of the Year, I think that was like a top 5 seasons like of the PL so far. Thing not top 5, but like in this decade, I think
One
that
of
was
the
a
best,
really good
yeah.
run. Yeah, and I think, and he also has won 2 PL titles to his name. So I think he would be in the decent category, but like ballers, he has been slightly inconsistent for that rank. But I think he should fit in the decent.
But also, before you all make your decision, I'd like to just point out, look at the players remaining. None of you would put any of them except Sterling in get in the bin. So,
No, I have someone. Okay.
would you really put Matthias de Ligt and get in the bin?
No.
Ooh.
We'll come to that later.
Okay. So I'm saying Sterling is the one I'm going to put in the bin. What about
Yeah,
you?
even I would sort
Yeah.
of put him in the bin.
So in comparison, yeah, I think he'd get in the bin, but that would be
True.
quite harsh on his credentials.
What are you
Yeah.
saying? I would say put him in the bin, but
Like as
Then,
compared
like,
to all the players on this list, he
yeah.
doesn't rank up with those. But I think his credentials have a different thing to
उस
say.
हिसाब से we are being very nice to all of them. Like, nobody would get in the bin. Like, out of all of these, if I had to choose one to get in the bin, it would be Raheem Sterling.
True. Like, yeah, we pointed out that
But I
he's
think
only had one good season.
Yeah, I think he's the same as Griezmann. Because I don't really see him putting him above inconsistent. Like he's in those
True.
two categories for me. I think
Okay.
even he had those 1 or 2 year stints with Atletico, and this season he has been bang average. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So coming back to Raheem
That's
Sterling,
because he
he
was
only
out
had
of
one
position.
good season. वो भी है. And Sterling, like, he did not do anything great at the World Cup, considering how strong a team England was. I mean, I was wondering why Southgate did not play Rashford alongside Harry Kane when we already know that Southgate was like he really was connected to Rashford, considering Rashford, like, he gave Rashford his debut for the under 21s or under, like, one of those teams. Yeah. So I was quite surprised about that. Sterling obviously he's not had a great output this season, and yeah, he's been fairly inconsistent. On this whole list, get in the bin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
based on this whole list, yeah, I
Poor
would
Raheem.
put him in the bin.
I mean, he's not really poor. He moved from Liverpool to Man City, so many people hate him anyway. Okay, Antoine Griezmann. Interesting.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
So
So
I think Aaron, you should be starting.
Yeah.
For a player who did the L dance after scoring in the World Cup final, he should be an inconsistent. Just for that, like, purely based on that incident, my man should be an inconsistent. Obviously, he hasn't lived up to the price tag paid by Barcelona for him. Like, he was supposed to replace Suarez because Suarez was getting old, like he was getting on in his age and he was not putting the best output. But on the other hand, we've just seen a resurgence from Luis Suarez. Like he has been one of the top goals plus assists combined in this season in La Liga, while Griezmann is like the shadow of his Atletico Madrid self. I can understand why that is an issue, because neither Ernesto Valverde
Positioning, yeah.
nor Kike Setien has played him. Kike Setien didn't get much of an opportunity anyway, but none of them have
Yeah.
played him up top, like where he probably deserves to play. They've played him like out wide, even like midfield, wide midfield, which is not really his forte, which is not what he's meant to do anyway. So we can't put the blame completely on Griezmann, but yeah, based on his career, obviously the man has had a very good World Cup. He won the World Cup. He probably could have won more with Atletico Madrid than just reaching two Champions League finals, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
he could have probably won
Very
more.
missed a penalty
Very
too.
missed a
So
penalty too. Yes. Yeah, but on this, just going on this list, he would go in inconsistent.
Mhm.
Abhay?
yeah, so he has had that great season in 2018 where he won the World Cup and he was like in the top 5 for the Golden Boot. But I think he has lacked that consistency for like a 5-year gap. Like he had that really great breakout season at Sociedad, and then he moved to Atletico. There he had 1 or 2 seasons, and
2 or 3, I think.
including the one where he came in the CL final and lost to us, obviously. But I think I think now his career is like that has peaked already, and I don't see him getting any better than this. Hopefully, yeah, for us. So I'd put him in the inconsistent category for now.
Shubham?
Controversial opinion, but I would put him in the bin. Like
Okay.
he's not done great at Atletico. It's just that Atletico as a team is not very entertaining to watch, and Griezmann really stood out. At a bigger team like Barcelona, he's not doing that great. Obviously, the position is an issue, but then it doesn't look like he has a lot of quality to him. So, like,
I mean, I would
yeah.
disagree with that point. The man has scored in a World Cup final and a Europa League final. He does deliver when the big opportunity comes to him. But sometimes, like, that's why the word inconsistent comes into the picture. He does deliver on
I
the big
mean,
occasions, and then he just missed a penalty against Real Madrid.
but then if
So,
you're giving Sterling the win based on the fact that he's only had one good season, then I think even Griezmann deserves the win.
I mean, Griezmann, I'm saying we are talking about the best European footballers. At least Griezmann has a European trophy to his name. Sterling doesn't even have that. And he scored in the finals. So, like, that makes it even better. And it was not against any, like,
Versus a team that
team.
beat Sterling. Yes.
Yeah, it was against Marseille, who are still at the top of the, like, is still at the top of La Liga. So, I wouldn't say he's as bad as getting the bin. I'm going to put him in I would put him in inconsistent. Abhay, what would you do?
Same. Inconsistent for me.
Yeah, so inconsistent. I think that's a place where he can either improve or just go bad with his career. That's like the perfect place for him. Eden Hazard. Interesting, very interesting.
Eden Hazard. Yeah, I think.
Uh,
As the Real Madrid fan, I think Abhay should start.
Orion.
Go on.
uh, uh, so
Abhay, go on.
Aryan, could you just read the group chat?
Zoom chat.
मतलब वही